Well, welcome back to some more Delta Force. Can this be the game that destroys the Battlefield franchise? Well, no, of course not. The Battlefield franchise will carry on its own, but that doesn't mean that Delta Force can't be a good, fun game, worth your time, and I believe we're approaching the global beta, so if you haven't had a go at this game yet, you should soon be able to. I was lucky enough to get one of the invites to do the technical test during the week. Unfortunately, it just didn't really work out for me. I didn't get to play it much at all. It doesn't open, the servers aren't open 24/7, so there's only short windows of time each day they're open, and the reality is I can't get on most nights, and the couple of nights I did, I was like within an hour or half an hour of the service closing, so most people were jumping off. You will see this game here is actually only 5-on-5, and that's because you can see in the global chat out in the lobby, everyone was kind of jumping off for the evening. So yeah, this is a 5-on-5 game. Now this is not a 5-on-5 game mode, and the server does take more people than that. That's just the reality of my experience. But I thought I would share what I was able to see and test anyway. And this is a new map, certainly for me. And also, if you're not aware of how it works, they don't just run the one game mode and the one map for the entire week. They change it up. So some maps are open on some days, some game modes are open some days. And this was, I only managed to try 2 separate things. One thing they have changed for the test is they have removed AI, which is the other reason why this is 5-on-5, whereas I think in the previous technical tests, they would have filled the lobby with AI. But you can see from this map, it's a much smaller style map. It's, I guess, more reminiscent of something like Operation Metro, where it's all undercover and there's sort of particular lanes. You can probably see from the overhead of the map. And because of my experience, one thing I don't know is how many people you can squeeze into this map. I think if it's a 32v32, it will be fine. I think if it's going to be 64v64, this is going to become an absolute cluster. And yeah, I didn't get to experience that. But look, it's a good enough map. It runs like you would expect a sort of small tight map like this. It's got the main lanes through the middle. It's got some routes around the outside, so you can try and, you know, unblock that as well. But I think defensively you're going to be able to set up pretty well here. And of course, once smoke really gets going, these sorts of maps become very hard. And smoke is such a prominent thing in Delta Force. And I know I've seen comments of my own videos that I've uploaded. I've seen comments on other videos. A lot of people do not like the ability to see through walls, etc. Wall hacks, as people call them, and I get that, I really do. It seems on the surface like lazy dev work, it was one of those things, but I actually think given how much smoke, how available it is in this game, how easy it is for people to spam the map with smoke, if you don't have an ability to see through it, it's gonna have limited appeal to a lot of people. I've already been to situations as I walk into a room now looking at a bunch of smoke, and that's actually not as much smoke as you can get. Like, that was sitting in the middle of the room, but you can have areas where the smoke completely block your vision in almost all directions. And if you're trying to move on and attack a particular objective or whatever, it's almost impossible to see. So you have to have the ability to see through that smoke. So I don't dislike those wall hacks. Maybe if I could offer some feedback or some suggestion, maybe only allow it to see through things like smoke or debris, something like that. But if you're fully behind a wall, then you still can't be seen by it. So that way it kind of allows you to counteract the smoke without actually giving you wall hacks. I don't know, that's just an idea off the top of my head. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Now, I said that they removed the AI from the game, but by that I mean in the regular servers. What they have actually included was an AI-only map. Now, I don't know, of course, if they're going to include this in the final release game or not, or if it was just for this technical test. But if I was to provide some feedback on that, I mean, first of all, this is a map you will have seen before. This has been in previous tests. But yeah, my piece of feedback would be that whilst this may be useful for people that are really brand new to first-person shooters, yeah, maybe people new to video games in general, it's very, very easy. I absolutely carved up with very little pressure, which you'll see here. I mean, there's no pressure on me, shots aren't coming, I just rake up a triple kill. The AI is probably a little bit too basic, a little bit too simple. I would at least give the ability to have more difficult AI, because this was a bit of a barrel shoot, to be honest with you. And I think in the end, and I do show it, I will show it in the edit, in the end I think I went 64 kills and 3 deaths in a pretty short game, and those deaths were basically because I ran out of ammo. I probably killed 5 or 6 people with my pistol, and then I was just running at people with my knife out, so that would eventually kill me and I could come back with some more ammo. But yeah, I'm not going to show a great deal of gameplay here because it was just so simple. But, you know, certainly a cool thing to include, so that people can practice maps, they can learn maps, they can get used to the feel of the game and get themselves set up, test out, you know, builds and all that sort of thing. But I do think the AI needs to be more difficult. And just as a quick aside, jumping straight out of Battlefield and into Delta Force, you are immediately struck by how slow the movement is. And I don't mean COD fancy Omni movement, I just mean movement speed in general is very slow. Also, bullet speed is quite slow, speed of rockets is slow, so there's a definite pace change that, you know, it'll only take a couple of games to get used to, but just something I noticed. It is very slow movement. Yeah, there you go, 62 kills, 3 deaths. So, not the most scintillating of footage. So you can see here that AD drill, that was the AI mode. And the other one I did get to try was Blitz. This is another new map I hadn't tried before. Now I did manage to record some commentary whilst I did this, so I might switch over to that now. This was my first game on the map, testing it out. Okay, so I'm just going to go, can I mod from here? No. Okay, so I don't have, not everything's unlocked, by the way. You earn things pretty quickly, quicker than I'd suggest you will in the full mode. Have I got a squad? Yeah, okay, I've got one squad, mate. Right, so we're in the trenches. We are in the trenches. Very flat map. No undulations at all. This could be interesting. Let's go. Is there anybody on A? Okay. No. Right, well, it's going to be a close quarters map. I know that there was another game mode on this particular map earlier in the week, which I missed, but it had vehicles and it was kind of the full conquest map, I guess. There's a guy. Oh, okay. Yeah, not great shooting. And he's dead anyway. But yeah, I know that this map was used on more of a larger conquest style game mode with vehicles. I didn't get to try that. Unfortunately, I just haven't been able to get on, and that's the nature of, I guess, having testing during the working week. I generally only play on weekends, but that is okay. Oh, God. Okay, there's the revive. Let's go, buddy. They're here somewhere. Got him. Got him. And another one up the top. One thing I am noticing is as soon as you jump up the top, you get shot. I think there might even be people just sort of patrolling the perimeters. It's a weird game mode. I'm not sure that it works that well for this map. I'd love to try this map on the bigger conquest style game mode or a full rush style, but this is a very hemmed in. I mean, the parameters of the map are very, very small, and you're really just in with the trenches. I'm trying to give you a good overview of it up here, but you're kind of restricted to the trenches, which takes a long time to move around. We'll see how this goes. It certainly looks lovely. I mean, look at the background, look at the environment. It looks fantastic. And the button mapping, sorry if you see me pull random things out. The button mapping is not saving in every game. So I jumped into a game before, but okay. Yeah, my shooting's rubbish. Just trying to get used to the weapons. And I'm dead. So I feel like there's people up the top here. A bit of a hit and hope. There's one. I feel like there's people sitting up the top here deliberately, just cleaning up anyone who jumps out of the trench. So I'm just gonna. Oh, okay. Right, I'm gonna get back out of these trenches up the top. Oh, I don't really love the feel. Okay, did it again. Don't really love the feel of this AK, so I've just grabbed the standard setup. I've been revived. Come on, stand up, stand up. There we go. yeah, I don't love the feel of this AK. It's a little bit slower firing. It always takes a minute. It's a little bit of bounce in the gun as well. But, oh, there he is. Oh, God. Oh, wow. Okay, I came really close to dying and managed to hit fire him in the head. Yeah, I mean, the background certainly looks amazing. I'm going to have to get back out of the trenches again. It's odd because you can... There's one. Where's that guy? Yeah, I reckon there's people running around the edge. So I'm going to jump out again. I'm going to start to work my way. It's just so much faster running along the top, but it's almost a... Where's he gone? Got him. Almost a death sentence. Jumping up the top. So yeah, this is an interesting map, but I don't think it works all that well for this particular game mode. You're restricted to the trenches, and you can spend a heap of time running around looking for someone to shoot at, and then it's all sort of over in a in a flash. I'm getting shot again. Yeah, just death when you get out. Okay, I'm going to try spawning right over the edge. I actually just saw, yeah, someone in this gun. I actually kind of thought this was our spawn, and then there was someone in here shooting. So I thought I'll loop around. I'll see if I can't go around the side and pick off some people that are kind of sitting there waiting. Try this gun out. Oh, wow. Okay. For some reason, I thought that was going to be a machine gun of some sort, but it's actually a big cannon. Useful for vehicles, but there is no vehicles in this game mode. I don't know if I'm just waiting for someone to pop up so that I can also be that guy. Picking people off. They've learnt their lesson. They're staying in the trenches. Okay. Yeah, I might have to... Oh, there's hit markers. Nah, he's moved on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I might have to... Oh, God, there's a guy. There's a guy. Oh, I can't shoot down. I can't arrow down. What's get out? What's get out? Okay. Run away. Sorry, I couldn't remember what button got me off the gun. He's here somewhere. Where is he? There he is. Gotcha. He was definitely sneaking around to get me for sure. But yeah, I mean, this map looks amazing. It's Unreal 5, isn't it? And or is it Unreal 4? I can't remember. I don't want to get that. I don't want to get that wrong. But it certainly looks visually excellent. There's another guy. Oh, that's awful shooting. I was probably lucky to get him there towards the end. But yeah, anyway, that's why it's called a test, isn't it? So you can try out these different game modes. This one, I think, probably not the best suited for the map, but you know, I'm still having fun. So there's one guy. Was there a second? Yeah, I can see him. There he is. If I can get in between all these anti-tank. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. Got him. That was a lot of hard work, but I did get the job done. Yeah, not sure it works all that well for this game mode, but that's okay. That's why it's a test. It's all good. And the game, by and large, has been running really well for me. So happy there. And look, I am having fun. It's a bit disappointing that I wasn't able to play some more game modes and try out a little bit more that the test had to offer. But that's my fault. Oh, God, there's people. Yeah, I'm dead. And that is going to be the end of the game. But yeah, I've touched on it before. And I will say it again now. This game is fun. It's good. And no matter how much you love Battlefield, that's absolutely fine. You can still try other things. And I think this game is releasing... Oh, those textures aren't loading very well there, are they? But anyway, I'm having a nice time. I'm looking forward to playing more. I think the global beta is coming up soon. So if you haven't seen it, then you will have the opportunity to download and try it. It's going to be free. They reckon there's going to be no free to play. So look, I'm excited. But let me know what you think down in the comments. And if you've stuck it out this far, please remember to leave a like. Maybe hit subscribe if you're new. And I'll talk to you in the next video.